Ladies and gentlemen, the country is experiencing a shortage in policing. Can't say that I'm disappointed about that. So let's get into this story that came out on weedmaps.com, May 15th, 2019. The shortage of sworn law enforcement officers throughout the United States is spreading. See, and what's happening, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people are turned off by policing from looking at the video footage that's always coming out in these unarmed shootings. People tend to also shy away because the pay is lousy. Although the severity may vary from state to state, the trend is clear. Law enforcement agencies are struggling to fill their ranks with qualified applicants, and drug tests may be partly to blame. People trying to be police cannot even pass a drug test. The Bureau of Justice Statistics confirmed in an August 2018 report that the country's approximately 700,000 full-time police officers had fell by about 23,000 from 2013. The National Police Support Fund called the police recruit shortage and complex. Drug testing could be blamed. Wow. Drug testing. Drug testing, y'all. You would think if anybody wants to become a cop, they would definitely make sure they can pass the drug test, but not in America. Some recruiters say the job market is rife with other more attractive and less dangerous jobs. Some blame the controversies resulting from increased scrutiny. Some law enforcement officers have been exposed to with the rise of cell phone recordings and viral videos of police brutality. And there are states that try to um, where police officers were pushing to pass laws to stop people from recording. So, in other words, we're going to do our dirt, but you can't show us doing our dirt. We want to do it, and we want to remain anonymous about it. But we still going to come beat you up and kill you. We just don't want you to broadcast it everywhere. Others say drug testing is eliminating potential recruits. All three are true, according to Chris Davis, Assistant Chief of Police with the Portland Police Bureau in Oregon, where the recruit shortage has been especially painful. So they are having a bad problem in Portland with filling police positions. Too many junkies, I guess. Too many meth heads and opioid junkies. In addition to the strong economy and more career choices, there's been a generational shift. Back in the day, training and recruiting videos used to show SWAT teams breaking into drug-infested areas and shootouts with violent gangs, David said. Those situations are rare and not what millennials and young people are interested in as a career choice. So this millennial generation said, fuck no, we don't want to be cops. Davis said PBB is trying to rebrand what they do, which happens to be mostly helping people. Hard to tell. Still, the PPB, which pays $64,409 annually with $5,000 in starting bonuses, is struggling to fill 120 open posts for sworn officers and 36 for non-sworn positions that amount to a 12% vacancy rate. It didn't help when in late March 2019, the PPB did background checks on 61 prospective candidates and only 3 passed. What? Oh my! Woo! This is really bad. Wait, you had 61 people applying to be a Portland cop, but only 3 passed the background check? Oh man, y'all are some pathetic people up there in Portland. Out of the 3 who passed, 1 went to another agency. So we only gained 2 recruits, Davis said. Wow. Damn. The 2 biggest problems, Davis told Weed Map News, is past drug use and dishonest uncovered in the recruiting investigation, which are extremely thorough. To join the largest city in Portland's police force as a sworn officer, an applicant cannot have used any marijuana products within the last year. So I guess those other people that didn't make the cut must have had some weed in their system. For non sworn jobs, which are workers do not carry guns, the requirement is 4 months, free of weed for 4 months. We lose more applicants over the issue of lying about drug use than drug use itself, Davis said. Wow. Polygraph testing for employment purposes in the state of Oregon is prohibited. Hence, the NIDA 5 drug test provided by the National Institute on Drug Abuse, which screen potential police candidates for marijuana, cocaine, oh man, PCP, opiates, and amphetamines. This 5 panel drug screen is a standard used for the federal government mandatory guidelines for workplace drug testing. And because marijuana use is a federal crime, Davis said the PPB cannot legally transfer a gun to a so called drug user. Some cities have stopped taking those federal restrictions into account because, yeah, they can't get nobody. Portland, Maine is one of the cities that is reevaluating its stance on drug testing for marijuana, according to the police department's new hire information as of March 2018. Recent marijuana use is no longer an automatic disqualifier. Yeah, because they can't, all those potheads up there in Portland and drug users, they got to make changes. It's now being considered in context of the candidate's entire background. Therefore, marijuana use will be reviewed on a case by case basis and will be considered based on, but not limited to, recency and frequency. Yeah, but they're lying on the application. No, I don't do drugs. And then they find drugs. Wow. Do y'all arrest them? Oh, I'm just curious. Okay. Former Portland police chief and current commissioner of Maine Department of Public Safety, Michael Sawchuk, called the practice of disqualifying marijuana users as police candidates outdated. I want to look at frequency and recency stuff. If you smoke a joint in a parking lot before you come in to take a test, it's probably not going to go good. Yeah, I would gather that too, Sauce Chalk. Over a year after the March 2018 decision not to disqualify cannabis users, so they made changes. If somebody don't pass a drug test due to marijuana, they're not going to just throw everything out as a disqualifier. We continue to review marijuana use by police applicants, focusing on frequency, recency, and totality of the circumstances. Okay. Robert M. Swartz, former executive director of the Maine Chief of Police Association, which had opposed Maine's successful effort to legalize recreational marijuana in November 2016, said the changes made sense. People, the people you get today who want to become a police officer, very seldom you will find someone who has not tried marijuana, Swartz told the Portland Press. So, in other words, there are a bunch of potheads there. So, let's accept that fact, but don't rule them out for that reason. Shouldn't police department in Oregon, in which 1973 was the first state to decriminalize cannabis, which approved medical marijuana in 1998 and which approved adult use marijuana in 2014, consider doing the same. Portland, Oregon's assistant police chief says no. We are obligated to adhere to the federal government's categorization of marijuana as a Schedule I drug and to be a 100% drug-free workplace, Davis said. What other agencies are doing with drug tests and restrictions on marijuana users, shrinking the pool of recruits and police officers retiring faster than departments can fill the vacancies. Other police departments are adapting. According to a report by the Police Executive Research Forum, some police recruits are relaxing rules on past drug use, while other departments are offering large bonuses, 4-day work weeks, or even changing their standards to tattoos. But you know what? How do you relax the rules for marijuana to hire cops, but then you turn around and send your cops on the street busting people for marijuana? Major contradiction, y'all. Major contradiction. To me, if you're going to do away with drug testing for marijuana for cops, then you should not be out here nabbing people for marijuana. If I'm not right on this and you feel that I'm wrong, please, ladies and gentlemen, put it in the comment section. I don't believe there should be double standards. I mean, America operates on double standards, but I think it's wrong to have double standards in this case. So far, not much seems to be helping. Of the nearly 400 police departments surveyed by Perf, 66% said their number of applicants was still decreasing. The Sparefoot blog, along with a job site Indeed, listed 10 metro areas with the most demand and job listing for police officers. 5 are in California, and the others are in Washington, D.C., Denver, Atlanta, Houston, and Dallas. Adult use marijuana is legal in California, Colorado, and the District of Columbia. The Dallas Police Department under Chief U. Renee Hall, whatever, is taking another look at applicants who would normally not qualify because of minor drug use infractions. They will now be viewed on a case-by-case basis. Again, if you're going to relax the rules for marijuana just to hire cops, you need to relax the rules for everybody. A new theory of policing. It wasn't always this difficult. A decade ago, the Seattle Police Department received 3,000 applicants for just 10 openings, according to ABC News. In 2018, Seattle police recruit applications declined by nearly 57% in a department where the starting salary is $79,000, and the city council recently approved a $1,500 signing bonus. Jeffrey Fagan, professor of law at the Columbia Law School in New York, has an entirely different take on how to deal with the police shortage in the U.S. and It is not higher pay or marijuana related. It's a question we never really ask. How many police officers do we really need? Okay. We only ask how many police we can afford, said Fagan, whose research and scholarship examines policing, the legitimacy of criminal law and capital punishment, and juvenile crime and punishment. I don't think the answer is more police. The answer is a smaller number of smart police. They got smart cops in America. Okay. Um, nor more temperate, seriously well trained, and highly regulated professionals, said Fagan via email, and far fewer of them. Hmm. So much for passing police jobs from generation to generation in families. In fact, the few police that I spoke to here in my state, they said they don't want their kids to be cops. Before it was, oh, well, my grandfather was a cop and his father was a cop and this one was a cop, and they could go back generations in their families and everybody was a cop all the way up until today. But now, today's generation, they are not interested in that, not anymore. So now you see nationwide shortages in policing. Ladies and gentlemen, just looking at these bad cops out here, I'm starting to believe this is a good thing. But tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.